What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we are still playing around some standard 2021 formats, and there's a few things we still want to try before we roll completely into Zendikar. Though, just hold tight because there will be some Zendikar deck lists coming very soon as we get more of the set previewed. The biggest reason I'm not putting stuff out there is kind of trying to wait until more of the set has been previewed, because we're going to put a lot of time into these deck lists, and there's definitely stuff that keeps coming out every day that would change what those look like. And we're just trying to save ourselves time and being able to talk about the decks as efficiently as possible once we get to that point. So for today, we're going to do another Golgari deck, but this time focusing on the Knights in black coupled with the green, and we're going to try to tie it into being somewhat of an adventure deck. It's kind of a lot going on. We'll see if it works. But before we do that, remember to like this video to help us get in front of more people. Hit the subscribe button to show me how much you love me. And hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I have a deck list up. Actually, every time I have a video up. Because for sure there will be some deck lists once we get to Zendikar. But for now, let's go take a look at this deck list. Alright, so starting at the top with this one, we're going to be playing a whole lot of Knights, so we're going to start with Filemire Knight. One, it has an adventure, so it fits the theme of the deck, but it also has Death Touch, which is really nice. Full set of Edgewall Innkeepers. Only playing 2 Blacklands Paragons because we couldn't really find room for more. 2 Eliminates, though it's possible we could at some point cut the Paragons and move to more Eliminates, but we'll see. Playing some Order of Midnights. Smitten Swordmasters, Lucky Clover, because again we're going to try to double up on some of those adventure options. And you know, as you see here, there's several. All of these knights, except for the Blacklands Paragon, you know, have something to do with adventure there. Murderous Rider. Also, now this is the one you have to be careful with when you have a Clover out, because you do have to target 2 things. You could target the same thing, but then that means you wouldn't get your Murderous Rider back, because the copy will be on top. It will resolve. Then your physical copy or physical card would not resolve because it would be countered on resolution with no target. So you would end up losing your Murderous Rider. So you're kind of waiting for there to be multiple targets if you have a Clover out. Just something to keep in mind. Then we're playing Lovestruck Beast. You all have seen this enough to know it works. Questing Beast. And we're going to play some Pulokranos just as a top-end finisher. Another kind of removal card. Seeing how that works out. Playing some Castle Locthwain. Full set of swamps, 8 of them, 6 forest. Maybe needs to be less and maybe needs to be more swamp looking at our deck list now, but we're going to run with it for now. 4 Temple of Malady and 3 Fabled Passage. We'll see what this turns into. You know, there's a lot going on. Like I said, we have no idea how efficient or good this is going to be, but we're going to give it our best shot. Let's go hop into the arena. Okay, this hand is reasonable. I don't know what else to say about it, so I guess we'll keep it. We are playing against Big Shoes, which is a really cool username. So, Big Shoes, if you're watching, congrats. Not that that comes with anything, but hey, you picked a cool username. They have a Lovestruck Beast. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the Clover down. That'll let us double up our tokens next turn. And maybe play something else depending on what we draw. Opponent gets in there for 1, we go to 19. Assuming they didn't keep a 1-land hand. Their Edgewall Innkeeper. I would like to draw something to kill Innkeepers. That would be great. That sort of creates a situation now, doesn't it? Now I don't know if I want to play for efficiency. I mean, we definitely want to play this now. I mean, I guess we go ahead and play this, because even if we play this as a flyer, it's worth a card later. We'll use this to go get a forest on the following turn. Yeah, not the most efficient thing, but it does get us a card here, so we can't be too upset about it. Opponent's going to get 2 cards here, though, when they cast their Lovestruck Beast. Yeah, I would have liked to kill card to be able to kill an Edgewall Innkeeper. Which is what I was saying, like, maybe these Black Lance Paragons should just be eliminates, since the format is so heavy on these Clover decks. I have a feeling that's going to be a recurring theme, that we're going to want something to kill an early creature. Oh boy. Got a Clover we weren't planning on. By the way, Arena's being a little choppy today, so... Though last time it did that, it just needed to get warmed up, I guess, so... apologizing for that. And then I guess we just make 3 little humans? And then we just pass. I don't know what else to do there. I mean, I guess if something happens and we lose our creatures, we could order a midnight 3 things back, which sounds kind of crazy. Alright, we have an Uro. I mean, the downside to this is that it's not... you copy spells, but you don't... You get a May on choosing new targets. You don't get a May on copying. And that's kind of a big deal. Alright, so Murderous Rider. This is kind of cute. Here's the thing. If we think the opponent... Oh, they can't really Uro. I mean, we could send 3 things to their yard, and then they could. Huh. I mean, we can stop them from getting all their bonus cards right now, which feels like something we need to be doing. I would have liked the land here, but... Alright, just slowly take down all their things, so Murderous Rider's putting in max value here. I don't think we want to attack with a Foulmire Knight yet. When we get to where there's a chance we can put a couple more things in the yard, then we'll consider it with the Order of Midnight. But for now, it's almost going to be better served sitting back to stop an Uro or something. Though we do have this. Oh, they had a second Uro. Well, that's cute. Alright, well, that's a thing we can work through. Bay of Wishes, sure. Goes and gets a thing. What thing do they want to get? I'm not really sure what they want to get here. Kind of just waiting. Opponent's doing a long, hard think. Wind picked up. Okay. That makes sense. Can't be too surprised by that, really. Oh, that's nifty. Knowing that we've got a Murderous Rider we want to play next turn. Yeah, I mean... They're going to get an Uro back next turn and play this, right? So do we want max options to be able to kill an Uro? Or do we need stuff to go to our graveyard so we can maximize this? Because we have nothing over there right now. Really, we want to draw a land so we could do this and cast this the following turn. But, that's fine. Yeah, just those. Because honestly, even if next turn they block an Uro, block Lovestruck Beast with an Uro, we attack with everything. Those go to the yard. We get them back. We make more 1/1s. I don't know. A lot of plans here, but we would like to draw land. We are going to get 2 cards though whenever we play the Murderous Rider, assuming these don't get bounced. So we'll draw our normal card plus whatever this provides. So our odds of finding another land are pretty high. Though the opponent's definitely going to play Uro here. Now it's just a matter of if they find a land to cast both the Fae of Wishes and the Wilt. Or I guess Return to Nature. They did. So they can cast both. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do here. Makes sense. And you might as well cast the Fae of Wishes. Unless you want to bounce something on our side, but... Nah. I mean, they might want to get tricky and attack later and see if we'll block with the Foulmire Knight. Then bounce the Knight or something. I'm just going to Brazen Bar that. Okay. Not sure how impactful that is. But okay. Those ones where you just look and say, like, weird flex, right? Go ahead and play this. So we'll get our 2 cards. We did find some lands. Oh, we already put the land in play. Duh. Only because they could have another Brazen Bar, I don't want to attack with the Foulmire Knight, because we want to block with both of these. And if they both go to the yard, we don't care, because we have an Order at Midnight. So, no real reason to trade there. Let's just pass. We're actually reaching the point that we could out-card advantage the opponent here. I mean, we're going to get to look at something with a Temple. We could get a couple of cards there if we desperately want to. At the very least, though, we're going to have to start attacking at some point here. Though the opponent could start cycling this Fae of Wishes. Well, they have a second one, so they don't have to cycle that one. By cycling, I didn't mean like pay and discard. I meant pick it up back to their hand with the second ability there. So, this is going to be kind of tough. Not sure what they're going to get here. It's possible they go get something like... Oh, that's target player draw 7. That's not what I was expecting. Okay. I mean, it's a good card to draw. Good choice. Just not what I thought they were going to play. Is Uro staying at home because of the Foulmire Knight? That is the question. I mean, I would think they might go ahead and play Uro. Or attack with Uro, but I don't know. Maybe they won't. Because this is kind of a hindrance too here to them. So I think next turn we're just going to attack with Murderous Rider and this, and then maybe see if we could trick kill an Uro. No need to get greedy. And I don't want to just swing the Lovestruck Beast in, because that just feels kind of silly. Because then we encourage them to block the Lovestruck Beast, and we don't want to do that. That's not part of this plan. The tokens can go. We're fine with that. I mean, we could get the Lovestruck Beast back. But I think this is what we're going to be doing. Come on, block it. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Don't... Ah, he unblocked. Dang it. They unblocked. They're just blocking tokens now. Gosh dang it. Alright, so here's our other plan. We can make the opponent feel smart. Play a Black Lance Paragon. Get that 0-4 out of the way. Still gain some life. But then, when they attack, we try to hit them again with another one of these. The downside is they can spend 7 mana, which they have here. And when they draw 7, there's a chance they're going to get another Brazen Bar, which makes this whole situation look kind of bad. So we can't really do what we want to do. Which is unfortunate. So, though I like using mana more efficiently, I think I want to just play this instead of the Temple, and leave both of these open as options in case we want to block. And then if they die next turn, we just play this, get 2 cards, and get everything back from our yard. I think that's the plan we're going to go for. Could be overthinking it. Great idea, bad idea. Don't know, but we'll find out. Ooh, a Great Hinge. That's not awesome. Opponents at 35 cards, we're at 41, so they're going to kind of do what they want to do here. We're down to 28 cards. I still have plenty of mana here. That resolves. Well, that's a trigger when they attack. Alright, they had more land. Try to play this. They have 5 mana open. What are they going to do with 5 mana? Thing is, I feel like we want to make sure this is dead. And we'll gain some life off of these anyway. And we have 2 Order of Midnights, so blowing 1 to get some stuff back isn't the worst thing in the world here. Opponent has 3 cards in the yard. There's an Innkeeper. Well, looks like it's time for us to draw another Murderous Rider. That's what we need to do. Because there's definitely going to be some blockers we need to kill. Alright, they're setting up to be able to get more cards. Now our 1/1s are kind of lame. We're going to get this. And this, I think, is what we want. And then we're going to go ahead and attack with this and this, because that seems like the right thing to do. Alright, we're alright with all of that. Okay, let's... we'll probably use this, because we still haven't played a land yet. Let's do this, get us 2 cards. Ooh, Full of Kranos. That could be nice. We'll play this, and... guess this? I mean, we're almost finding cards at the rate the opponent does. Okay. Now we're starting to get some things. We got a Full of Kranos, we got a Questing Beast. This is going to get ugly. Opponent's at 23 cards. We're at 36. We can... Warrior of Midnight can't block. So we are going to be in a life race against this Brazen Borrower. Though, Full of Kranos can shoot down a Brazen Borrower, if need be. There's a thing we will have mana for next turn, if we want it. Alright, Burrow, sure. I mean, it's really going to come down to, can the opponent kill us before we kill them? And I think their way to do it is going to be play one of these giants and go search out a sword and put it on it, or the spear, Shadow Spear. If I were guessing. Yep, Bay of Wishes. I would assume that is the play here, so we need to find something. Oh, I'm just going to play Ugin. Okay. Interesting. I mean, Ugin kind of makes sense if they think they can't push through and win the race. I can't say I fault them. I mean, we do have Questing Beast, Pulokranos. Like, we have some trickery up our sleeve. Opponents already lost, well, used almost all their Edgewall lane keepers. Well, we've seen 2. They would have access to another Uro. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. That had to be one of the answers, for sure. But yeah, I think more than not, after this game, I think I'm just going to switch these Paragons to just being some type of Wilts or something. Or spot removal. Because that's really what this deck needs. It needs an additional spot removal card and at least 2 or 3 Wilts, I think. But we'll see. I mean, we're at 21, so nothing just outright kills us here. So that's mostly fine. Pull a Kranos to kill a Brazen Bar kinda sucks here, but might still be what we need to do. Alright, just playing a Fae of Wishes. I mean, we just take 5. I mean, there's really nothing else going on there. Drew the other Pulokranos. That's interesting. Opponent's down to 12 cards. Question is, can we survive enough damage that this doesn't matter? 1, 2, 3, 4. That would leave us enough to do that, but then we can't do anything else. So first things first, I think we attack with Murderous Rider. Interesting. They're going to give up both of those to us. Giving up those 2 to us. Yeah, I was going to say, like, what are we doing? Like, why these options? I mean, you know we have this, so I'm wondering why they blocked that way. Gonna bounce 2 things? Nope. Just gonna let him die, okay. Well, that does change our plan slightly. I didn't think the opponent was gonna go for that, truthfully. We might have got out Whataburgered. You know what? I messed up, actually. If we're going to play the Foulmire Knight, I should have played that first. Because we might have found a spot removal card or something here. Yeah, I might have goofed up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh well. Live and learn. I guess on the plus side, we do now have Pulokranos, Eliminate, Questing Beast, all on board. Gonna Brazen Bar a couple of things. Yep, not a shocker. I mean, because we can get 1 out of the yard here soon. Yeah, this is going to be pretty close. They're going to be able to attack for at least 7. They're going to gain no less than 7 on this turn. They're not incentivized to play Ugin yet, I don't think. So they're looking at brazen barring some stuff, which would make sense. I mean, here's the problem though. If they attack us down to 7, we actually can't win, because then they can just kill us with the giant the following turn. And unless we draw another Murderous Rider, we really don't have anything we can do about it. I mean, the best scenario for us here would literally be... Oh, well, not going to do that at all. So now we just have to hard draw Murderous Rider. Yeah, because now they just sweep the board, play one of their giants, move the Shadow Spear over. Oh, no, they just hit us for 3. Interesting. Okay. I did not see that coming. I mean, they have enough mana with all the cards they have anyway, so they can do whatever they so choose here. This game's been so long and boring. They do only have 9 cards left, so maybe that's a concern for them as well. It's just, but they have enough in the air at this point, between their creatures and Ugin. I mean, we have to draw Murderous Rider. I mean, that's literally it. If we don't draw Murderous Rider, we have no shot at winning here. And it would effectively take basically all of our mana, because we would have to Clover, Rider, Eliminate to not die. And even then, we'd only be at like 6. Well, no, even then, we still might die the next turn anyway, because they'd just be able to move a thing over, attack for 2, and yeah, we're probably just dead. Neutralize is going to be bad for us. Yep, and Ram Through is also going to be bad for us. Yeah, not sure we have an answer here. We can drain for a few points, which could matter. So I don't want to discount that. I mean, that is 1, 2, 3 life. Actually, if we play the Clover, it's worth more than that. Not enough to keep us alive. That's only 6. But I guess we could Clover, play this. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This still leaves us 5 mana. The problem is after that, knowing they have a Neutralize, we're kind of wrecked. We're at 6. See what the opponent wants to do about this. I mean, I could have played the second Clover, but sadly, I think we just have to try to leave ourselves as many options, because we don't know when the opponent's going to feel like playing that Neutralize. I mean, here, they just let it, because they still kill us. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So they still have Xaxes. With Ugin over there. This maybe gets neutralized. I mean, if so, then we have to play Questing Beast and I guess try to send as much as we can into Ugin. Not our best solution, but it's the not die solution. Okay, so it's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're still not dead there. Goodness, how do we do this? Yeah, do we just play this? I mean, the problem is they can still kill an attacker with a ram through also, which doesn't help us at all. I mean, we do get a couple extra life here, because we put another knight into play. So we're surviving. They can counter one of them. Alright, and then I guess we send... all of it. I mean, they block our two biggest ones. Take 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, Ugin's still gonna shoot us for a bunch, right? Interesting. I wonder if they just drew another Ugin. I mean, the interesting thing there is Ugin goes to 1. They can still shoot us. But we're not dead yet.
Consider this.
I mean, still looking for a Murderous Rider. We're at 7 cards. 7 cards! Yep. They had the ram through. We died. Not the sexiest hand, but we'll keep it. It kind of does a thing. Well, if this is just another adventure deck, I'm probably just going to move to the next game, because that's not good video content. Just have it played against the same deck over and over and over. Which, by the way, whenever people say they want to see this in ranked and they want to see whatever, like, this is the reason sometimes I don't do it. It's just so you get a variety of decks you get to look at. Just going to pass. No real hurry to do anything here. Oh, so this is what we're doing. Well, I guess this Murderous Rider is going to be working real hard. Now, this is interesting because it makes me wonder how we should use this Murderous Rider. If we should wait till they attempt to play something, then kill it so they spend their mana for the turn and they don't... Well, I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Because, I mean, we can take another 3. We're not that worried about it. Alright, take 3. Oh, there's a Golgari. Well. Both of those things are not what we want to see. Guess that was 3 damage unnecessarily taken. But what you gonna do? They're just ramping to big things, I guess. So they're not actually a mutate deck. Kinda savvy. I mean, I know they have to be concerned that we didn't play anything, so they're trying to figure out what's going to happen here. Or maybe they are a mutate deck, and they're just deciding if they want to mutate or not. Lose creature. And we're just going to kill a Golgari. Though they may just have another. Or even a way to counter this here. Who knows? Nope. It resolves. We're at a whole whopping 10. I mean, we're going to have to get one of these into play to start trying to gain some life from all this stuff, but we did what we could. I guess we're just going to go ahead and get another swamp, since we have another forest in hand. We shouldn't need much more than what we have there. Speaking of, there's another forest. Alright, let's try to play one of these. There's a chance they want a Brazen Borrower or something. So let's just go ahead and just put this into play and see if we can start working towards some lifelink action. mean, if they bounce this, we get to kill something. If they bounce this, we get to drain, so... kind of okay. Alright. Yeah, even if you land Shark or whatever and bounce something, pouncing Shore Shark something to our hand, that's fine. Sterix is not fine. Alright, Sterix didn't hurt us too bad here. We take 6, go to 4, gain 4, go to 8. Attack with Questing Beast and something. Though they could possibly get more blockers, but then we'd have a Questing Beast. You know what? No blocks. I think we're going to take this gamble. It's not necessarily a great gamble, but we're going to take the gamble. Of course, after we went and swapped cards out, we have this, and now it's a matchup where it's bad. But, you know, them's the breaks. Go ahead and attack. We're going to... By this, I think we're just going to drain them for 2. At least put them on a little bit of notice. That if this Sterix misses after mutating, maybe we can still get a win here. But who knows? If they just have something like Primal Might, we're just dead. Well, no, because they would die to Death Touch on the Questing Beast. So they would need something with Trample. Alright, there you go. Sterix to get multiple things, though. That's a big one. Alright, they were just lands that time. Second one. Lands. Oh, no, that actually hit things. Nice. Oh, and a goose so they can gain life. Oh, that's not what we wanted them to get at all. That was a good Sterix hit there. Ooh, and the Shore Shark to bounce the Questing Beast. Yep. Good pulls, opponent. Good pulls. Not a lot we can do about that. Yep. Yep. We're dead. Alright. We'll definitely keep this going first. Get an Innkeeper. Perfect world would be Innkeeper, and then like our little Zombie Knight would be awesome. Load up 2 cards right after that, then have this as backup would be spectacular. Or another forest even. You know, an untapped green source to be able to play this and then... Well, that wouldn't do anything particularly. Never mind. I think the zombies are better play. Nope. Well, that's interesting. Unfortunately, we have these Innkeepers and no way to take advantage of them. Now we just need an untapped land, and we'll just straight up play a Lovestruck Beast. Because why not? Yep, get you a card, opponent. I think we will, sadly, use our time to kill their Innkeeper. And we'll attack and get 1 point in, assuming they'll block 1. I mean, they could still, like, Clover and then another one of these. Nope, just Beanstalk Giant, go get a land. So that's not too bad for us. I mean, unless they just have another Secret Keeper, which they went and got a forest, they don't have that. Oh, Lovestruck Beast. Okay, that's fair. That at least keeps us from attacking, kind of. So they're going to get a 5/5 as well next turn. We will get some extra lands here. We, though, get the option of being able to trade ours to get them back out of the yard, which would be very cool. Let's go ahead, grab this for a swamp. The thing is here, though, yeah, no attacks. It's not worth trading there. I was just thinking, like, I could have got a forest and went and got a token, but realistically, if we're going to do that, might as well do it after the Clover. There's not much to gain otherwise. Plus, if we get a land, we get the option of Clover, Heart's Desire, and Order of Midnight to get back a Lovestruck Beast after it dies in combat with their Lovestruck Beast. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. But you know what they say when you assume. So let's check it out. What are we gonna do, opponent? They may be thinking about bouncing our Lovestruck Beast, but that just results in a lot more cards. Well, so does that. Okay, well, we'll attack with Lovestruck Beast. What else are we gonna do? I mean, at this point, we don't even greatly care. We just let it die. I'm gonna leave black mana open. Though, that's one time, though, that the auto tapper was gonna get it right because we still cast this. What I'm actually... Well, you know what? Maybe you're right, auto tapper. Because if we get any untapped source, I'm gonna play the Clover anyway. Did I not tap? Oh, weird. It didn't want to just use the green. I was kind of confused there. I was like, wait. I was pretty sure I tapped that for 3 total. Alright. So we did find a land. It was not an untapped land. Resolve that. We don't need any more there. I won't try to be super greedy here. Just going to get my token. Oh, we're on full control. That's why. That's what happened. Speaking of... I'm probably going to do a video about full control and when to use it and whatnot on Arena soon. So if you're interested in that, let me know down in the comments. Or for that matter, if there's anything else in Arena that you would like to know about that you don't know, let me know. We can cover it on a future video. I do have a series of videos about Arena kind of beginner tips and stuff that we're working on. And if there's something you want in that, we can add that to the series. Alright, so the opponent gets to go get 2 things here. We would like to draw one of those 3 Wilts that's hanging out in the list now. But if not, we're just going to attack this next couple turns and see what happens. I'm thinking hard about what to get. It's also nice having this Murderous Rider with the Lucky Clover here. So if they do tap out to try to play their Beanstalk Giant, we could just do that on 1 turn and take out probably that and a Clover. Oh, cool. We could take out an Ugin. That'd be awesome, too. They're still 2 mana away from an Ugin, though. Did they play a land this turn? They did. Oh, look. There's a Wilt. Sometimes ask and you shall receive. Okay. We'll attack with this and this. I mean, feel free if you want to kill a token. I don't mind. Alright, they're going to block. I wonder if their plan now is just buy time until they get to cast the Ugin. The good news is we do have this to kill an Ugin, and this will live afterwards as well. So, and we have Questing Beast also. So we have the good Ugin answers in hand, so we're not too concerned right now. Ooh, that's nice. That's real nice. Oh, but we tapped our green. We don't have any other green. Because we do want to Wilt this turn. That's sadly a given. So, let's destroy target artifact or enchantments. And you know what? We're just going to take 3 cards here. I mean, this is greedy, because I don't know what the hell we're going to do with all these, but we got to discard 2 cards. We're probably actually going to keep a forest. And we might scrap one of these, because we can get everything back with the Order of Midnight anyway. So let's get rid of... Yeah, actually, it might actually end up being a forest. We're going to see so many cards. If we don't get any lands, I'd be surprised. Beanstalk Giant, 7/7. So if they have a land, we're staring at Ugin next turn. The question is, can we kill the opponent here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Funny thing is, it turns out we need that land, y'all. We could have played Questing Beast and destroyed this and attacked. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so here's the other reality. We have 2 Murderous Riders. So we don't have to worry about anything. Let's go ahead and just Murderous Rider this. Ugin will come down, wipe the board, and then we should still be able to kill the opponent. Because this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, we'll put them down to 2, and we'll kill Ugin. And then we still have Smitten Swordmaster in the yard if we just need something later. So, let's go ahead and do this. We won't play anything else here. Because now we're kind of in a situation of like, you either have Ugin or you don't. Don't think they have too many reasonable outs here. Alright, here comes the Ugin. As we expected, which means we also don't have to use Murderous Rider here. Because they're going to -3. Which makes sense. Puts Ugin at 4, Questing Beast could take Ugin down, and then we see what happens after that. Though it would be super sick if they just had a second Ugin in hand. Yeah, I'm not sure what took the opponent so long to decide there. That's kind of your only play.
Return to the essence of the mind.
Yep, we're going to go ahead and do this. Attack here. The question, let's see. If we play this and get 2 things back. Actually, we can't get 2 things. Only 1 thing to get back. Well, we can get Lovestruck Beast, I guess. That seems fine. The other one to get Lovestruck Beast. So now we have the option of, if the mana comes up right, we can play Order of Midnight, play Murderous Rider, Smitten Swordman. Actually, we can do that anyway, right? 2, 3, 1. Yep. And we'll still have enough black mana. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yep. So that's 2 already. I mean, have an Uro? Nope, no Uros to go get. Trying to find one, I guess. Questing Beast and his giant text box might be enough here. Oh, they're going to look for something to bounce a creature? Yeah, but if that's the case, they're still dead. I mean, because they can see the cards in our hand, right? That's 2 for the Order of Midnight, 3 for the Murderous Rider. We have exactly 4 black sources, so yeah. I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, you still got to play to it and make me do my thing, so I don't fault them for that, but it's beginning of the end. I mean, you got to play to your outs, but sometimes it's not worth a whole lot. Yep, it resolves. We can go ahead and play Order at Midnight correctly. We're going to play Murderous Rider correctly. And then we're going to Smitten Swordmaster. This hand's interesting. We'll keep it. Not sure how good it is, but we're definitely keeping it. Ooh, that's going to make turn 2 very weird. I'm going to leave that on top, sadly, because we don't know what we're up against, and we may need to kill a Clover on 2. Oh, definitely not. We could kill that too, though, if we thought it was going to be a problem. But I think we just let it ride. It is not a thing we're going to concern ourselves with here. And we are going to have to worry about board sweepers, so we can't get 2 out of hand. I mean, we might, I don't know, this list might just die to Dream Trawlers. Especially since we don't have the Blacklands Paragons anymore. Neutralize? Would make sense. Nope, no neutralize. Then I guess we'll just play one of these. Not sure what the opponent's worried about there, but sure. Wait, so they had a neutralize, and they didn't counter anything, and they would rather cycle it? They must be looking... Well, no, but they had a land already in hand. I mean, maybe they do have a Dream Trawler, and they're just trying to maximize mana to get to the Dream Trawler. Because I can't think at all why you wouldn't just counter one of those, especially the Innkeeper. That's very weird. But, I don't know, I guess sometimes people just make weird decisions. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of concerned. What to do here? I don't really want to wilt because I feel like we're going to have to remove something later. I don't necessarily want to waste the Murderous Riders either. Like, I'm going to play something. I just don't know what. Let's do this. See if we can find a land here. Nope, we failed. Oh, that's no good. Not drawing land is definitely not a bonus here. If they want to sweep the board, now is a pretty good time. Shadow of the Sky would be perfect here for them. Especially since you know I'm stuck on mana. So, like, I mean, even if we draw a land and we can play Questing Beast, pretty sure they have an Elspeth Conquers Death. So they're only going to take one hit, and they're at 19. So it seems like the right play here if they're going to do it. They still opted not to, though. What do I know? I don't want to waste this, knowing that they could just go ahead and sweep our board, potentially. So we'll get in there and we'll gain a whole bunch of life. That doesn't really do anything, but, you know. Now, I guess we'll incentivize the opponent to go ahead and do something. Interesting. So maybe they don't have a Shadow of the Sky. They just had another neutralize. That's weird. Okay. Because I'd assume you let it land, then you just sweep the board if you have it. So if they don't, now I'm wondering what else is behind it. If it's Yorians, that's kind of okay, because we can target that with the Murderous Riders. Ooh, a Gadwick. That's what we're doing. Okay, well, I'm not going to say I saw a Gadwick coming. But we just don't want that on the table at all. Don't think we want to do anything else here, so I'm just going to take a look at the top. That can stay. Post Sweeper could be pretty good since we already have a Murderous Rider. I mean, Dream Trawler is going to wreck our day. I mean, opponent has too many cards, so the Murderous Rider trigger doesn't do anything, or target doesn't do anything. We do have a Questing Beast, which if they were low enough, they would be incentivized to block with the Dream Trawler. But that might be the best we can hope for. Because sadly, this Order of Midnight does not block. We only have one thing in the graveyard, so if we want to maximize that, we kind of have to wait. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the opponent's just waiting to try to get us with the more value on a sweeper. Which makes me wonder if we want to... You know what? Though, if we're going to do it, fine. Like, let's see what they've got. I mean, we're going to get 2 cards out of the deal, so worst case scenario, even if they stop our cards, we don't really care. Now, they could play Omen of the Sun, which we wouldn't like. Ugh, 2 lands. Omen of the Sun kills this, kills this. We play Order of Midnight, we get that, and probably Lovestruck Beast back. It's a thing we could do. Sure. Oh, if we're already moving to blockers, there's no Omen of the Sun either. Huh. Well, I'm genuinely baffled, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I mean, that seems okay, I guess. I mean, they can't see our hand, so I mean, sure, you want to get rid of it, but... And the worst part is we're not incentivized to use Wilt, because, yeah, I was going to say, if they have the Shadow of the Sky, this would have just gone to waste. Oh, sorry, I wish Shadow of the Sky, like, I wish they would fix that. The big board sweepers just make so much noise when they go off. So they're being very hesitant to tap their mana. I really don't want to use the Wilt. I do want to use the Wilt, but I don't want to use the Wilt. Because I don't know what the opponent's up to. And that bothers me quite a bit. So I'm going to assume they're going to want to counter this. Since they already knew we had it. No, they didn't. Okay. Weird. Maybe it's a handful of Elspeth Conquer's Death and they need some targets. That's starting to seem more likely. Or is it more Brazen Borrowers, maybe? Oh, that doesn't block anything. Yeah. Alright, we're going to take a look at the top. We don't need any more lands, so we'll get rid of that. Alright, opponent has 6 cards. And a whole pile of mana. Interesting, they're playing a lot of mismatched lands, too. Yep, see, there's one Elspeth Conquer's Death. We will go ahead and use the Wilt on it. Just because it keeps our adventures from costing more next turn. And we don't have to worry about a Gadwick coming back. And if we want to be able to get some things back, want to make sure we can do that and replay some things. Oh, they just had another Gadwick. Well, that's highly unfortunate. I mean, we still have this in the clover, so not the end of the world, just not the way we wanted that to go. Get rid of that. Let's destroy some things. I'm going to play a land and probably just get 2 cards here. Well, I mean, if we want to sneak it through and get these, now might be the time, right? Go ahead and get both Innkeepers. because then we can play this and this next turn, which seems smart. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's target the first innkeeper. Let's target the second innkeeper. Let's play this. Get rid of the land, because we still have another in hand, and we're probably going to draw some more. Our opponent's down to 5 cards. I'm assuming some number of them have to be Elspeth Conquers Death at this point, the way they played their hand earlier. There's a Dream Trawler. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to keep their hand low enough, I do not believe. So how do we get past a Dream Trawler? What's our plan here? We could play some Death Touch things. Maybe try to find a questing beast here. And that is an option. We can also gain some life. If we play this, that's 1. 1, 2. That would still leave 4. So yeah, why not? Well, we're digging deep to try. Nothing else we can really do. We could creatively drain the opponent, though, right? That's a thing, maybe. I hadn't really considered that, but it's an option. Let's say the opponent gains, I don't know, let's say even 4 or 5 this turn. They go to 15. We attack for 2, 3, 4, 5. They go to 10. We could get 1, 2, 3, 4 into play, and then drain 3 times. That would be 12. So like we could get it done. It's a weird way to go about it, but it can work. So let's go ahead and do this. Worst case scenario, they attack with a Dream Trawler, then they shatter this guy, and like nothing we can do about that anyway. Do we wait to do this or not? Yeah, let's wait. Let's see if they shatter this guy first. I don't think they will, but they might. Alright, so they got a card. They're going to attack. They're going to go at least to 15, probably more. If we could get another Sword Master, I'd feel pretty good. Because then we could load enough of the board up that... Well, we can get... Oh, we can get those out of the yard, actually. Never mind. Huh. We might be able to do it. Oh gosh, what are they spending this much mana on? Another Dream Trawler? We might be able to win just with Sword Masters. Oh, Gadwicks. Okay, well, Gadwick we don't mind as much. I mean, all the cards for the Dream Trawlers are annoying, because that does make it harder for us to kill them, as they go to 18. But, it's possible that if they decide to bounce, tap, whatever, like, there are some things we could do. We have a lot of mana, so I got to be careful how we manage that, too. Alright, Borrower and tap a thing, that's fine. We couldn't block with the Order of Midnight anyway, so that's not really relevant to our plans. Though, to be honest, that loss of mana is important. I mean, having to play the Clover. So that does limit us a little bit. Oh, there's tapping to cycle and neutralize, though. That might give us an out. They are going to go to 20. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, that Foulmire Knight might help. So if we can get to 5... 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have to find the most efficient way to do this. Let's just put this in. We have one in hand we can drain with. Okay, we need this in play. Unfortunately, we may not be able to do it till next turn. Because we can do this. I mean, unless we draw the fourth one, but that's asking for a lot. So if we spin 2, we get this. We spin 2, and then we can spin 1, 2, 3, and drain them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then attack. They can block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can block a ground one. 13, 14. Ah, so close. So close. I mean, we could do this. And that lets us drain 4 times for 3, but that's only 12. We're so close. Alright, well. Man. I feel like we were almost there. Though we do have the other one in hand. I mean, we get Clover. It's 4 times 3 is only 12. Block one of the ground ones, take 3, 13, 14. Yeah, it's not going to do it. We'll just have to try. I mean, not much else we can do. We will drain. I mean, oh, actually, I wasn't counting right. We are going to do it. I wasn't realizing we're going to get triplicate on our Swordmaster. Duh. I could have done this with like 4 less mana. Sorry about that, y'all. Well, y'all, barring that one kind of odd change we had to make, removing the Blacklands Paragons and putting in some Wilts, we don't have the Pull of Kranos, but the thing is, we don't really need it. Actually, it turns out you have the ability to win between the Questing Beast and the Lovestruck Beast. You know, you can still kill a lot of things with the Murderous Riders, or, like you saw in the last game, we can just drain them with the Smitten Swordmaster. So there's a few different ways this deck's able to win. It can take advantage of drawing cards off of the Innkeeper. It can also do a bunch of crazy things when you have Clovers out. And then you have just reasonable creatures you can fight with because you have so many Death Touch things as well. So overall, it's kind of a cool deck. It worked a little better than I thought it was going to. I give this one a thumbs up. If you like adventure style decks, but you want to play something different, you also don't want games that are grindy and long or whatever, because except for that first game that I played against I guess it was Simic Adventures, but the thing there really was just that we didn't draw the additional removal card we needed and whatnot, and that made it extend a little further, so that was a little disappointing, but we would have ended up decking the opponent there, I'm pretty sure, if we survived that extra turn. Or if we'd even had Wilts in, just to be able to get rid of the Shadow Spheres. So, I don't know. There's a lot of ifs and variables there, but honestly, I like this deck. I think it's pretty neat. Not sure what I want to see next, but why don't you let me know down in the comments the next deck that you want to see me try to build here for Standard 2021 with this format getting close to wrapping up. We only have about a week left. And remember, if you haven't, hit the like button, because that's going to help me get in front of more people, and when you hit that subscription button, it also lets me know that you really appreciate what I'm doing. And when you hit that notification bell, it lets you know anytime I have a new video up. And there will definitely be lots of new content coming soon with Zendikar. So that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.